Hello, everyone. We are live from the Magic Kingdom. We are going to dispense with the countdown today because we have breaking news. Jeremiah is about to go on a ride, and we don't want to miss 1 second of it. By the way, how you doing today, Jeremiah?
I'm doing quite well. How about you?
Doing well. What ride is it we're going on?
Dumbo.
All right. Well, apparently they moved Dumbo, so that's the bigger breaking news.
We are going on the world famous Jungle Cruise. Since Mike this morning got to experience the new version of it at Disneyland, today we are going to experience the almost new version here at Walt Disney World. They have been working on refurbishment of this attraction for the past few months. So we are going to probably be on the next boat.
So they're just making changes throughout without taking the ride down?
Yes.
Interesting. We have no idea what we're about to get. This is so exciting. Good morning, Tammy from Down Under.
Yeah, each time I've ridden it for the past few weeks, there's been something new. So this will be fun to see what it is or isn't happening.
As we go on the world famous Jungle Cruise for the very first time today at Disney World. I don't know why I said that.
And we are going to be right up front, right against the plastic.
Oh, I see a hidden Mickey.
No, that's Frank.
I'm surprised the plastic's still there.
Here, we'll go right here first this time. Right? Right up here, lower your heads, watch your steps. Use the handrails as you come on board. Actually, I take it back. Don't come on board. Come on, excited. No one wants to get on a boat board. That's no fun. So my guys, come on all the way down here towards me, towards my voice. But the price is right, because I don't bite. But I double bite. Want to make sure every family members sit together and stick together. All right, so I'm stumbling over my own words. To my parents with children, we are going to ask that you supervise them. We know they tend to get bored easily, but we don't want them overboard. We also ask, as a courtesy, please no eating, drinking, or smoking while we're sailing. Now, I do think here in just a moment we're going to be loading our last few victims on, vacation goers. So we are going to say that for your safety, please keep all hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the boat at all times and remain seated on your back pockets throughout the duration of our journey. Now, just so you guys know, we do get paid by the amount of people we put on the boat, not bring back. So in just a moment, my skippers are actually about to tell us how many of you are actually going to be returning. Let's see what they say. What's the verdict, Skips? 5, 10, only 10 of you. Ooh. No, let's quickly run out of here. You guys can now decide amongst yourselves which 10 are actually returning. I'm kidding. None of you are returning. I have an eject button here underneath all your seats. You guys are about to ride Astro Orbiter here in 3, 2, what? I'm joking, guys. Welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. My name is Frank. I'm going to be your skipper, your guide, your DJ, your chef, your conscious, your dance instructor, and most likely swimming instructor in case things sail a little south. Speaking of which, let me look at the compass here for a second. Alrighty. So when that arrow is pointing to the S right now, does that mean silly? Maybe a little bit. Anyways, our journey begins here in the Amazon rainforest where it rains 365 days a year. Now, according to my calculations, 1, 3. You know what? I failed math class 3.14159 times, so 365 sounds like almost every day to me. Kids stay in school. However, with all the rainfall that accumulates, it can form some beautiful waterfalls, such as over here in the left we have Inspiration Falls. Now, before I tell you guys why we call it that, you're going to need everybody to say, ooh. Say, ah. Kids, I'm disappointed now. Because you guys fall for that joke every time. But it still sounds like enough inspiration for us to go deeper and deeper into the jungle. Now, just like that, we're sailing along the Congo River, so let's see how far we can go before we're sick and tired of Frank's bad dad jokes, and he's not even a dad yet. Where'd they find this guy? Tell me right over there next to the Jungle Book. It's a wild story, but I'll tell you about it later, because, ready? Surprise! Wait. That's not right. I'm planning a surprise party for you guys over here on this beach, but I don't see anybody there. Canoe? Oh, maybe they got confused by the kayaks. Unless, of course, something scared them all. I mean, what could possibly scare them all? Oh, my goodness. This child python handle that folks was trying to slither on by. Looks like one of those constricting relationship tests you don't want to get wrapped up in, trust me. I was just support over there with the bus. How about we stop at my place and hang out for a little bit? Okay, no, not doing that. Looks like these gorillas here want to take us to the gun show, but look at that thing. Alright, flex your muscles back up. Oh, yeah, take that. Oh, too much for me. My arm's burning off. I guess that's a real firearm. Anyways, we're sailing on the Nile River now. It's the world's largest river that's over 4,000 miles long. And if you don't believe me, that goes on for Niles and Niles and Niles. Ducks. That's okay, we have the roof over our head. That's an African bull elephant. Now, according to scientists, elephants have the best memory in the world. Wish I had a memory like that. Now, there's somebody on the right. That's an African bull elephant. According to scientists, elephants have the best memory in the world. Wish I had a memory like that. Also, here on the right is our sandstone rock formation. Some people take it for granted, but I think it's one of our more bolder attractions. Now, also here on the right is our African belt, home to some of our native creatures. Let's see what we got here. There's the things that ran over Mufasa, long-necked cheetahs, 1, 2, skip a few, 67 impalas, black and white horses, and lions as well. Now, fun fact about the lions, they really look after the community here. As you can see, they're over there protecting that zebra lion there on the rocks. We're going to go with sleeping. And sleeping. I'm sure that zebra there is just dead tired. So we're just going to let it rest in peace. Okay, now this over here on the right, I need to make a formal introduction. This is our special hippopotamus. Her name is Ina. So everyone can say hi, Ina. Hi, Ina. Get it? Yeah, she really wanted to make a point of that introduction. However, it looks like Skipper Felix and his expedition crew didn't make it past the salutations that well, but what a rhino. I'm sure they'll work it all out. In the end. I wonder what happened to his boat, though. Anyways, as we round the bend here, you'll see some of our exotic plants growing all around you. My personal favorite is the hanging out the ugly green ducks here on the right. Now I'm not going to feed you, but you guys look like you're trained well because you're sitting, so, alright. So, it looks like we're headed straight for Striker Falls. Does everybody feel the bath? No, I don't. So I'm going to turn the boat, and you'll have to turn the boat with me. Just need to lean to the right, lean to the right. But if you're petrified with fear and not helping, that's okay. Don't worry. You see, we missed it. Got it? Miss? Alright. I just need to come clean and tell you guys the embarrassing backstory and how I landed my job here as a skipper. Over here on the right, I took us out. Plain to see. I took a crash course. And I'm just winging it at this point. Yeah. Well, that's the tail end of my story because, oh no, folks, I think we're about to sell to a dangerous game of hungry hippos all around us. No one lose the marbles, they eat those. I know exactly what to do. They don't like loud, weird noises, so prepare your making mini ears. Moo. See, it's working. Move away from my boat, I've got people on board. See, folks, I bet you didn't realize that was going to work. You learn something new every day. Plus, that looks like it's Skipper Felix's boat. Sure, tell him how the hippos charge the boat, but thankfully I was carrying cash in my wallet. I'll let him know for next time. Now, over here on the right, I'm not going to miss any words up. I have no idea what tough nation is going on here. I could try to make an offensive joke about it, but LA knows defense wins the championship, so we're just going to sit on that, wait for a champion to arise. Now, over here on the right, the boys are supposed to be banging on their drums, but I think they got a stomach problem, maybe acid reflux. I'd recommend they take some tom, so that they can bang on their drums. Usually when they're banging on their drums, that means an ambush is nearby, but I'm looking around here, I've seen nothing but green bushes. You know what, I've never seen an ambush before, but I think you need to be there in order to see it. Anyways, we make it out alive, and I get to present to you the eighth wonder of the world, the amazing, the stupendous, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the side of water! Wasn't that refreshing? You know, I've done some expeditions in my day, and I know the best treasure's always hiding behind a waterfall. So today, folks, I hope you treasure that moment. Because for just a moment, you guys are treasure. Now, speaking of treasure, that's the temple shrine up ahead. There might be some treasure inside. Shall we go? Yeah, we're going to have to. We can't turn back now. I couldn't afford the reverse switch for my boat. But maybe treasure will change that. Now, here's the thing. I don't do the dark that well. So I'm going to close my eyes. You guys keep yours open. And remember, finders, keepers. Oh, it's really bad. Look, it's a root canal.
We are in the temple area right now. We'll be emerging soon. Jeremiah will be back, I promise. If you've ridden the Jungle Cruise at Disney World, you know this pretty much is what it looks like in the temple. It's kind of the Christmas moment of funny Disney rides. But we'll be back in just a moment. My name's Doobie, by the way. I'm in California. You don't need to see me. Black screen's far more interesting. Uh-oh. You may have no choice but to see me. Jeremy. Oh, he's back.
Wow. All I can say, they really let in the small world really go back there, didn't they? Anyway, Steve said that we stumbled here to the Indian elephant bathing pool. Now, going to Cyprus elephants are the best memory in the world. Wish I had a memory like that. Now, if you got your cameras out, you want to take pictures of the elephants as we technically sail throughout their shower, go ahead and take as many as you want without embarrassment. I mean, after all, they do have their trunks on. Already, I know. Just a bit of dry humor I provide. It's what I do. We have a very beautiful sight over here. 2 baby elephants bathing under a full moon. Isn't that sweet? And actually, over here, I'd like to introduce to you a special elephant. I like to call her Bubbles. You see, she tries to blow bubbles out of her trunk. But if you think that's water coming out, it's not. Oh, duck. Did you see the goose? Did you see the goose? Oh, guys, don't worry about her. I trained her better than that. I'm sorry, I lied to you. She was actually my trainer. She did spray me in the face once, but that was just a refresher course. It never happened again. Ironically, it was on Good Friday, and I consider that my baptism here. That's actually not a joke. I'm watching you, Bubbles. Now, crew, we're going to be nearing the end of our expedition here momentarily, and our journey through the jungle wouldn't be complete without a little pit stop here at the newly erected Trader Sam's gift shop. However, some of the items some people leave behind here on the boats, look at that. The prices here look bananas. There's a steering wheel in case you want a really good time. We got caps of all different sizes. You know, I think we know a thing or two about capsizing, but hopefully not in the next 3 minutes. That'll be a little awkward. So that's why we're going to say, for your safety, please keep all hands, arms, legs, and feet inside the boat until we approach the dock. At which point, when you see the dock, that's when you got to throw all your apples at them. You know the expression, an apple a day keeps the dock away, and I'm sure some of you have Apple iPhones and other Apple products on board. So say goodbye. Taking a bite out of the big one there for you. Now, in case some of you are wondering right now, hey, now, hold on. I got in line for the Jungle Cruise ride. What is this Pongo Cruise ride here with Frank? Well, it's just a premium feature I offer. You're welcome. Something I like to call, you guessed it, cruise control. Why I'm in control, I have no idea. Do you guys realize you don't even need a boating license to sail this thing? We're really in the most magical place on Earth, aren't we? Now, it does look like, before we approach the most dangerous part of our expedition, it's called the return to civilization. We're going to need to hold here and contemplate some more moments and think about the horrors of society. I know what you're thinking right now. Oh, the humanity! But don't worry. Manatees are not native to the jungle. They're native somewhere else. As far as Hugh goes, last time we talked to Hugh, he said he wanted to talk to the cannibals about something, but I don't know what those guys are saying half the time. All I could make out was a very grunting, "We're here to serve you." I don't know what that means in cannibal talk. But I heard they make a mean stew. I miss him. Okay, let's see, what else we got here? Oh, here's a joke for all you psychics out there. Yeah, don't tell your mom that one. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. Oh, you guys know what a gorilla's favorite month of the year is, right? April. Makes sense. I know. All right, guys. It looks like we're going to be returning to civilization here momentarily. Now, I know we saw lions, we saw tigers, and my jokes were unbearable. I know. Well, I want to let you guys know you guys have been an outstanding crew. I really mean that. Sorry, said that wrong. What I mean by that is that in just a moment, you guys are going to be out, standing on that dock. So now's a good time to gather up all loose items and small children. Please take them home with you. I'm not ready for them. I don't want them. You guys are also going to be exiting off the same way you entered. Please do not cross over the middle section here. Some of you are too young for crossing over, and that's more a haunted mansion type of thing. It's a completely different ride, like night and day different. With that being said, you guys are now free to go. Thank you guys so much for joining. A standing ovation. Guys, get out of here. Wait, I'm sorry, that's rude. Please get out of here. Bye, everybody. Lower your heads, watch your step. Use the handrails as you exit. And if you don't watch your head or step, well, then I guess you got a jungle bruise. So please watch your language. There's children all over the place. Everybody say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me and let them know about the mice problem we have.
Thank you, sir.
That was a really good cruise.
Especially the part where we're going to the temple.
Tinkerbell Gal thinks this cast member needs positive feedback to management. He is awesome. I do not disagree with you.
So did you watch Mike's stuff today?
I watched his live stream, which unfortunately froze at the waterfall. Although you could still hear audio after that, but this picture never updated. So he got to write it again. He has a full video. We'll be posting that soon. But I did get to see the ship or the boat with all the gorillas on it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm avoiding watching his videos because I'll have that at some point in the next few weeks. It seems like Trader Sam's gift shop, when I was on it last week, was completely covered. So they finished it. And I don't know if you could see this or if Mike had addressed this, but in Trader Sam's gift shop, as you're pulling up, there's a giant hidden Mickey with the 3 glass globes. And in the back, there's actually a dive helmet from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One day there will be 20,000 League props in every attraction, apparently.
Hopefully.
So anyway, I'm Doobie in California. Jeremiah's in Florida. How you doing today, Jeremiah?
I'm doing quite well. It cooled off some while I was on there. The cloud cover isn't fully there, but it definitely dropped a few degrees. So that's nice.
How's the post-Hurricane Elsa weather doing?
About the same as the pre. Not much. I've lived out here 8 years. I've gone through one pretty large hurricane a couple of years ago. So I still am on the hurricanes are scary side of the line. And when Elsa is like, okay, it's a category 1, which to translate to a Californian, that's like a 3.5 earthquake. You don't even pay attention to it.
Speaking of earthquakes, while you guys were prepping for hurricane yesterday, we had a pretty good one out here. It was pretty far away from where I am, so it wasn't strong, but it lasted so long. It just kept going and going, and I can't wait to move back to Florida.
Yeah, that's what you say.
Oh, no. No question. Hurricanes over earthquakes any day. You know why? One word. Warning.
Well, someday there'll be an earthquake warning system.
Okay, but when there's a hurricane warning, you can leave town. When there's an earthquake warning, you just have time to write your will.
Here's Golden Oak Outpost, which is actually open.
The fry card?
Signs that the world is healing.
Tracy has a good question for you. I'm surprised you don't sunburn going to the parks all the time.
So I have really just become the point where I don't, I'm just constantly burnt.
You're like Hulk.
Yes. That's
I'm always angry.
I'm constantly burnt. Last week, I actually ended up coming into the park with a shirt I don't normally wear, one of my Castaway Key shirts, actually, that has a wider collar.
Your 70s look?
No. No. I'm sorry. A wider head hole. Is that better for you? This is the end of the line for Splash, which is 75 minutes.
Yeah, this is not a socially distanced line either.
No. So the next day, I'm putting on my shirt, and I'm like, what's... The head hole is larger, so there was like maybe a quarter of an inch of non-constantly burnt neck, and that got burnt pretty badly.
So we are live right now. If you have no particular agenda, so if you have any questions or comments, anything you'd like to see at the Magic Kingdom, put them in the comments. We always try to accommodate. Question, Jeremiah, do we have a close date for Splash Mountain?
Nope.
Okay. Tammy, our friend from down under, said she felt it all the way in Australia. AZ, Australia. That is insane. I did not know it was that widespread.
It must have been very deep to the core. What size? What was the magnitude of it?
I think it ended up being a 6, and it was right on the California-Nevada border.
That is pretty serious, but California, Nevada means that coaster that hasn't run in years is the only thing that could have gotten damaged.
Desperado?
Yeah.
I didn't know Desperado was closed.
I went on it years and years ago, and it was like when it was still the tallest coaster in the world. It was like,
Yeah.
ooh, ah. And then the last time I went on it, I just...
You turned. I thought you were going to go back by Hungry Bear and over to Galaxy's Edge, and you turned.
I know, I'm sorry. Wait a minute! Just a beautiful view of a really cramped Tom Sawyer Island.
You know, my favorite part of this view is that raft is full.
Especially with the kid crying, yes.
Tinkerbell Gal would like to point out AZ is Arizona, not Australia.
Oh, jeez.
What happened?
It just... For anybody that didn't see that, rewind, because that raft just ran into that dock and everybody just jerked. Wow.
Where's
that
it going
was definitely
now?
one of those things of what just happened. I'm guessing it may be training, but wow, yeah, that was
unusual.
Pretty serious.
Unusual. They're usually very good at those gentle landings.
And if you look right here, there seems to be like a piece of metal stuck down there that just goes all the way around the river for some reason. Okay, let's get off this raft.
That could be the story.
The piece of metal that's in
the raft.
No, let's not.
If you start seeing people swimming, you turn around, okay? The dock rejected them.
Apparently, the raft is much like a magnet because it is just getting further and further away.
Yeah, that was on its way from this side to the other side, right?
Yes.
And now it's back. Or now it's in the middle. We have to watch this. Plus, it's like doing an attraction almost.
I'm not sure if they're trying to dock or trying to go back to the other side. I mean, it looks like now they're trying to dock.
I hear a parade.
It's a cavalcade. It's the Goofy cavalcade. Okay, watch the raft. Watch the raft.
This looks like a nice calm landing to me. Textbook, just like they have it in the manual.
Wait, here comes the rope jerk.
But that's a normal jerk, kind of like Jeremiah.
Yes. Wait, what?
All right, so that thing you guys think you saw earlier, just wipe it from your brains. It did not happen.
Yep.
Oh, look what's behind us. Clarabelle.
And Panchito and Jose are on the back, which I've never understood why they just don't put Donald on there also.
I don't know why they've never flown away. Do they clip their wings?
I think so.
There are a lot of people watching this cavalcade. They might as well just bring back parades. Do you have any thoughts on why parades proper have not returned?
I do not. Like, I was thinking about that today. I've heard, we know for Boo Bash, we're getting a cavalcade, not the parade. We haven't heard anything about the fireworks. I'm guessing with fireworks returning last week, we should be hopefully having one of the Halloween fireworks. But yeah, we still have a lot of restaurants that aren't open here.
They did just announce the last of the hotels would be reopening, in December, I believe?
Yeah, October, November, and December. I know that was good. Hey, Doobie, if I were interested in booking a hotel sometime in the future, do you know anybody I should contact?
Yeah, you can just go to DisneyWorld. Oh, no. You can go to Mouse Fan Travel. Mouse Fan Travel is our travel partner. They do an incredible job. We use them for everything. We recommend them. And one of the biggest Disney travel agents out there. And in our opinion, the best. And it's not even close. MouseFanTravel.com. Just tell them Laughing Place sent you. We also recommend Hintwater.
Is there a spot where we can say Laughing Place sent us?
Yeah, there is. Who lets you know about us? And we're on the list. There absolutely is. Yeah, Tracy, that's what it used to be, trying to keep the crowds down, but fireworks are back, and fireworks brings out more crowds than parades, more concentrated. So I don't think that's the reason anymore.
I was not here on the 4th of July, but I did see pictures from Disneyland, the area that was closed for more than a year and just reopened to the world less than a month ago. And 4th of July on Main Street looked exactly like 4th of July on Main Street did 2 years ago. Hey, we're getting a cappella. Sorry. I had corn dog nuggets before this.
Shut up. This is such a beautiful sight. The people, the cavalcade, you can hear the Lily Bell in the background. We have rafts floating all over. All the Presidents is closed. It's just like old times. And regardless of your politics, it's time to get Hall of Presidents back open so we can celebrate America.
And I can sit in air conditioning for 25 minutes.
Oh, jeez. The pre-show there is really awesome. They should at least have it open as like a museum to American history when the attraction itself is down, don't you think?
Usually yes, I think that would be a great thing to have. Although, a little bit pulling back the curtain on this walk and talk, I had to pan up because as I was walking along the dockway back there, there was a woman laying on her back on the middle of the walkway that I had to step over. So that is one of the problems with having just, that area open. It becomes a seating area.
Fun fact, while catching the bus this morning on the way to work, I had to do the same thing.
Same woman, too. It's amazing. Here's the Haunted Mansion line.
Now, before before the situation started, did they have to queue it way down here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was definitely the overflow. And Haunted Mansion did just return to using the stretching room. So that cuts back on the throughput a little bit because while they can alternate stretching rooms, it does take a little bit of time to load up the both.
I did not know it was back. Disneyland was there, but of course it has to be there. But Magic Kingdom, it doesn't. It's more like a hydrolator, so I'm glad it's there. Are we riding anything else? Tinkerbell Gal wants to know what ride we're headed towards next. Any chances we're going to get on something else today?
I don't think so. We will definitely walk and see if we find anything else. But I can tell you that Haunted Mansion right now has like a 65-minute wait, and it is a busy day here. Friday after 4th of July.
So yeah, Tinkerbell Gal, we often don't get on too many rides just because of the crowds, and we spend a half hour just waiting in line. And Jeremiah and I aren't nearly interesting enough to take that.
Excuse me.
So we were able to start on an attraction today, so you didn't have to watch us in line. That's nice. Tony Betty says People Mover. If we get over there and the People Mover has a short enough queue, we will most definitely go on the Wedway People Mover.
Most definitely, but what are we going to consider a short line for People Mover?
We'll make that call when we get there.
Okay.
Headed from Liberty Square over to Fantasyland. Oh, good question from Mr. Bob Newell. Do you prefer to call it the TTA or the People Mover?
When I first came here and experienced it, it was the TTA, Tomorrowland Transit Authority. That was also right after, well, I came in 96, so the new Tomorrowland in 94 with Alien Encounter and Timekeeper was still pretty new. I have just returned to calling it the People Mover because Disney has all but given up on calling it the TTA. They still have a reference to it, but it's People Mover at this point. I'm also not a Epcot Center, Disney MGM person, especially since it has been Epcot longer than it was Epcot Center. 35 minutes first. It's a small world.
Whew. Yeah.
I'm sorry, what was that about Mac?
I'm noticing Small World still has the big plexiglass between the queues. That is going away around the resort, isn't it?
Yes. They have been slowly removing some of the stuff. I mean, you think about how long it took to actually put all of it in. They were still putting in dividers. What? We got the divider for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway vehicle like a month before they had to take it out.
Mac thinks they should retheme the TTA to the TVA. What do you think of that?
Ooh. I really have some thoughts on the TVA, but I cannot because
you cannot.
Spoiler is...
Some of us are still on episode 2.
Oh, see, my thoughts, and Mac will know exactly what I mean by this. I think that the post-credit scene for Black Widow may have a direct correlation with the TVA.
Too much information. You're passing PhilharMagic. Can you tell us why PhilharMagic is in the news these days?
PhilharMagic is... well, do you want the factual, or do you want me to go dark?
Factual.
Oh, darn. They're adding in a Coco scene to the Mickey's PhilharMagic just in time for the 50th. And isn't it going to open in Disney California Adventure next Saturday with the new version?
I believe you are correct.
So while you're on the phone, I can talk about the dark version where it's sad that Donald may die.
I'll be back in a moment, Jeremiah. Carry it for a second.
Okay. So the castle looks beautiful with the new coloring. It looks like it's all ready for the 50th. And then you can look over here and see the rooftops are pretty much all finished. Well, so the new blue and the gold. And then we just have a little bit of brown still left around town. We don't know if that's going to be replaced, but throughout the rest of Fantasyland, they've been replacing it. Of course, for Sir Mickey's, one of the best themed shops in any of the Disney parks, I feel. Still, it has the green that matches the beanstalk. Oh, we have Anastasia and Drusilla out with microphones. The Princess Fairy Tale Hall has not reopened to the public, but they do have the evil stepsisters out talking. So here we are walking through Fantasyland into the new Fantasyland, where we're going to go to the Snow White storytelling and the Cinderella storytelling. Oh wait, no, that became Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. We are still waiting on news about the Storytime with Belle for reopening. Hopefully that will be back before the anniversary. If I had to venture a guess, and this is purely just me and my non-knowledge of what the inner workings are right now, I would guess by the anniversary, everything that is closed will either reopen or just be closed from now on. Oh, there's the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train random screams. There we go. See, this walk and talk with Doobie is exciting. Without Doobie, not so much. And without Doobie and without comments from you, our loyal viewers. Yeah. But do me a favor, everybody that's watching and maybe on Facebook, share this right now. We still have like a half hour or so of the show. So if you share on Facebook and then you get somebody to share on Facebook and then they share on Facebook, we could like quadruple our viewership in one fell swoop. Gaston and LeFou conserving water or beer. Sit and enjoy the music for a few. It's so nice they added the screaming just like a tower tear to the music here. Everybody sing along. Only the tone deaf. Good job, everybody. This sing along is brought to you by the letter U. For without you, we couldn't be here.
Oh my goodness. Our numbers did great without me. I think we're better when just Jeremiah's talking, so I'm going to shut up now.
No, please don't. I was getting very, very desperate. Oh, speaking of weather vanes, did you ever notice that they have the squid from 20,000 Leagues as the weather vane here for the H. Goff Cartography Disney Vacation Club?
I think it's time for Jeremiah to make a video finding 20,000 Leagues in the Magic Kingdom. It's true. I started talking and watched those numbers just dropping down. People want to hear Jeremiah, not Doobie.
No.
Tinkerbell Gal has a question. Never been to Disney World. What would be the first ride to ride in Magic Kingdom? Apparently, the stroller is the answer, according to Jeremiah.
I would probably say Seven Dwarfs Mine Train because just about everything else is, represented at Disneyland. But Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, unless you plan to go to Shanghai, isn't anywhere else in the Disney world.
Max says Haunted Mansion. My opinion, the correct opinion is, Dr. Bob Newell. Mr. Bob Newell says the monorail. That is not actually in the Magic Kingdom, so you don't win. I think the train, because if you can ever get an overview of the park, you should always take advantage of that. Definitely the train.
Well, one, the train has been down here for like 12 years. And two, the train here is not that exciting.
Fine, then the Skyway.
Okay, that's acceptable. If you've been to Disneyland, Haunted Mansion is definitely something to go on, just because while a good portion of it is identical, they have done some upgrades here that I wish that they could bring to Disneyland. Because while I love the outside of the Disneyland Haunted Mansion, the inside of the Haunted Mansion here is definitely a step above California.
Unfortunately, Tinkerbell Gal, the Skyway is no longer at Disney World either, but I do have a recommendation. Your first time to Walt Disney World, forget the parks. The very first thing you should do is ride the Skyliner. Every line of the Skyliner, you get a sense of the sheer scope and size of this place, as well as some decent views of Epcot. Ride the Skyliner. And thank you.
This will be soon, and by soon I mean whenever it actually opens.
They're still working away on it, though, right?
Yeah, this will be a must-do. Yeah, I mean, if you can see that upper gateway is like actually done at this point, you can see that they've curved the top portion of it, so your light cycles will exit the grid right there.
We have someone watching our stream while driving to Disney right now. That is awesome.
Which Disney?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, they're putting some of the balloon netting on there, which I'm guessing is when they start putting the glass panels on to keep in place.
Lovely. What a juxtaposition having this attraction right next to Barnstormer. Like,
well, really, let's put it in perspective. We have Barnstormer, Light Cycles, then Space Mountain. Which of those three is the best and which is the worst?
They're all awesome. We have to admit that. Tiki's on his way to Disney World, and by the way, he's not driving. He says they'll either arrive at 2 a.m. or 10, depending on if Dad wants to drive through the night. If Dad wants to take a break, no pressure, let the man sleep.
Yes.
Have they turned back on? It does not look like they've turned back on the circus yet.
No, which I'm surprised. A lot of the other puddle parks are reopened, and the little play areas like Laugh-In Place over by Splash Mountain is reopened, but this one, sadly, no.
This is not a puddle park. This is a drench zone.
It's a drench deck? Okay.
Tony says, as it stands right now, Barnstormer is the fastest. Is that true?
I don't believe it is.
I think Tony's making things up. If you want more of Tony's inaccuracies, be sure to tune into Disney Trivia Live tomorrow. He'll be co-hosting our Pixar contest, assuming he's written them as he's supposed to.
Oh, is there going to be Prince of Egypt questions?
Yeah, we're hoping. Some Anastasia.
No, see, that one doesn't work that well because, Disney owns it now.
And my favorite Pixar movie, Frozen.
Let it go. Let it go.
Veering off to the left, out of New Fantasyland, around Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. What are the popcorn buckets for sale right now?
Looks like it's just the generic with the different attractions, and they do have the Casey Jr. Engine one that, if I remember correctly, about 2.5 years ago, people were waiting an hour-and-a-half line to buy, and you could get them on a certain website for at least $50.
Wow.
So.
And now you can just get one?
Yep, $17.
These are the revised editions. People got the original.
Yes. On the bottom it says first edition, second edition.
Mike Mack, surely you can handle DTL and UFC at the same time. UFC is not that deep.
Oh, you know where Mike Mack should go for UFC? He should go over to CityWorks. Because they're offering a special ticket. But apparently with that special ticket, you get nothing. Like, I believe it is literally, you pay $25 and you get entry into the restaurant. No food, no special drink offers. I don't even believe you're assigned a seat. It is just first come, first serve.
Hello, Spider-Mex, and hello to our queen, Rebecca V. Welcome. Tony Betty, I see your comment there, threatening physical violence upon me. I expect more out of you.
I really want to go to Disneyland and go on Alice in Wonderland.
Can we see the spinners?
Teacups?
Yes, that's the one.
It's like, I don't know, spinners. That's
The name escapes me for a moment. Where are they? Are they loading right now? Let's watch a ride.
Okay.
It's almost like going on one.
We've done that before. And we learned that Ward does not like this ride just
Right.
as much as I do.
That yellow one's empty, Jeremiah. No one's in it. Just go get in.
Man, I'm hopping over. I love these guests over in the purple one over here. That it's 2 adults and a kid, and I can see that they're trying to rearrange their knees to make everybody fit.
Hello, Mr. Fett. I want to see that avatar. That's frightening.
That looked like it was from South Park. I couldn't see that well.
You tell me. I'm not a South Park aficionado.
Yes, I don't remember what it was, but I think that was in Imagination Land.
Figment. Oh, good idea. Jeremiah running. Can you imagine just like being on there, trying not to get hit?
No, that is not a good idea.
That is like incredible. We need to talk to Disney, see if we can work something out.
I am really sure that would not work. Let's see. We're moving one way. The teacups are moving. The teacups tray is moving another way. And then the teacups are spinning. While I could avoid most of it, I think that I would be on the floor as soon as the first rotation happened.
Well, that's where the fun comes in, Jeremiah.
Okay. Can you spell teacups for me, Doobie?
That was fun. That was fun.
I only saw like the first 3 or 4 minutes, and then I just couldn't take them making fun of you. It was just too painful.
Oh, thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate the support.
And then I was like, yeah, I appreciate your comment that there seemed to be more prep for that show than all of our other shows ever combined.
Yes, without a doubt.
Yep, there's the brakes.
Every time you hear that, don't you? Something's got to be wrong. That can't be by design. So these teacups, Tinkerbell guy says they go in a circle compared to Disneyland's. Aren't Disneyland's teacups the same?
Yes, they go in a circle, and then they are on. It's one circle, and then on the circle are smaller circles that the teacups are on, and then the teacups spin individually.
Yeah. They have other spinner rides, or at least they used to, Francis Ladybug Boogie or Mater's Junkyard Jamboree, which are spinners but do have a very different mechanism. But the teacups are essentially the same.
Yeah.
Mac, what you missed yesterday was a live broadcast we did of me doing a Disney spelling bee. And the justification for making fun of me was that I pick on you guys with things like, oh, I don't know, making you pose and stuff like that.
But that, so I was getting in my car to start driving, and then I looked at my Facebook feed and I saw that. So I'm like, okay, I don't have to watch because I know what you, Benji, and Rebecca all look like. So I start listening, and then it really did just get to the point of like, why are we doing this? Like,
because the spelling bee was yesterday. And we thought it would be fun, and it was fun.
I made it past sneak peek, which I'm a little sad that I want to go out and boo-hoo Jeremiah for a second. So I don't think that kid was waving at us there. So Mike, a couple of years ago, saw the sneak peek PEAK. Yes. After they closed Captain EO. I saw it probably about 7 years ago when hang on, we got some breaking news. Somebody want the Pinocchio Stitch Crashes Disney pins? They got plenty of them.
Wow.
When they did the Cars must have been Cars 4. They had a thing at Disney Springs that had the sneak peek, PEAK. And, sadly at that point, we weren't well known throughout the microphone. So it didn't get much press. But I found one of the first PEAKs.
Jeremiah once again reviving history to make himself at the center of it.
Yes. My job is to be the focus.
So the first time I'm going to do this at Tammy's request, the first time Tammy was on, I think her screen name was Tammy from AZ, and I believe the person who was broadcasting then said that it was Tammy from Australia because he just made a mistake, and I heard about that, and I never let anything go, and forever henceforth she will be Tammy from Australia, or Tammy from Down Under.
Weren't you the person that first saw Tammy from AZ?
It may have been me. I'm not sure. To be honest, seriously, I'm not sure.
Oh.
It all blends together.
So there is the line for the People Mover.
What is that, 5 minutes?
Yeah. So there's the line for the Astro Orbiter, which I'm not doing that either.
Oh, that would be fun.
This is the line for the People Mover.
I'm going to check what it's listed at. Because we know they always listed it more than it actually is. So if it's listed at 10, you're getting in that line.
Okay. What's it listed as?
I don't know. The app won't load for me. This is very annoying. Does it say there?
No. But there is also nobody going up the ramp right now either. So.
Don't they pulse it? This is very annoying. The app won't load for me. Guess I could use my own website.
Wait, you mean Laughing Place has wait time?
We do, and they load faster than Disney's. When they're updated, which this one is not. Oh, wait, today's Friday. Yes, it is. People Mover. 25 minutes. We're not riding.
Yeah.
Wow. Aladdin was only 10. We should have done that. And so was Tea Party.
Tea Party was definitely more than a 10.
The Country Bears are down. How does that happen? Do you think, like, Big Al got away or something?
You a little hungry? Maybe Davey chased him up a tree. Remember when they used to have big trees out here? There was more shade. Oh, People Mover is stopped.
Do they still have the metal trees?
I'm sorry?
The metal trees? Remember those? Do they still have those?
Yes.
Thank you, Tinkerbell, for mentioning that our wait times load faster than the app and other websites that have wait times as well.
That's because the person who created our website and does all the programming is by far one of the most talented people that I have ever met to do that kind of stuff.
I'm not in charge of assignments, Jeremiah. This will help you not at all.
No, but you definitely, when we have a problem, you can get it fixed in minutes.
Thank you, Jeremiah. Thank you very much. What is the process for calculating wait times? Disney actually has an API out there, believe it or not, that you can go to read such information and put it on your own website.
I can tell you from helping open attractions with new queues and trying to determine wait times, it takes a lot of effort to get somewhat accurate wait times. Most of the time, when they open, they figure via, here's the space that we have, here's how many human beings can technically fit in one space, here's how long it takes for one ride vehicle that can hold this many people to get through.
Stop here. You can finish your story, but stop here. I want the
want that?
Instagram. No, I want the wall. Who wants the castle? There's an Instagram wall behind you.
No, I don't think anybody cares about this anymore.
Yeah, I know you can't flip the camera because that often disconnects us, but maybe you could like put a hand or something in front of there.
How about these people?
Awesome. She
Better.
apparently
She
doesn't
didn't
want to be on camera.
seen. Yeah.
See? Tracy knew the purple wall. She knows what the big site is here. Cowabunga.
Dude. Yeah, so figuring out a wait time to begin with when an attraction first opens can be very interesting, and the wait times can also be very off.
Usually on the high side, though. Disney does not want you getting in a half-hour line only to end up waiting 45 minutes.
No. I definitely have, but a lot of the time those 45-minute waits are because something goes down, or it's usually human error. And not cast member error either.
Human error, but not cast member. Are you picking on guests, Jeremiah?
Yes, I am. In my many travels around the world, yes, I visited all the Disney parks before you even asked. Tokyo actually has a cast member before you get to the load platform telling people to take their backpacks off or to, remove your hat.
While you do this walk, you can keep walking, but can you pan the camera so we can watch the castle from this angle while you walk?
Here, I'll actually walk up here because we don't got a lot left to do. It's over mostly down Main Street.
Most people, while they're walking this way, even though they're walking towards Main Street, they're staring at the castle. So
yeah,
we can do the same. So you were saying about Tokyo?
I'm sorry. Doobie, is your favorite color hubgrass?
Why is this area not open? Do they open this for fireworks?
Oh, no, it's open.
Oh, wait,
I just walked right in.
Apparently it is.
I was like, wait, did I do something wrong?
I thought the gates weren't open, but they were.
Tokyo, before you even get close to loading a vehicle, there's a cast member telling people, take off your backpacks, stow your hats, get ready to strap your children down, that kind of stuff.
This is a beautiful shot, except for the pole. If you could take this shot, but then kind of smart filter out the pole, that would be so beautiful. But now you don't have Pinocchio. So no, Pinocchio was a big part of it.
Oh, yeah, let me see if I can find a better character over this.
Then you don't have a fountain.
No, there's a fountain over here.
Okay.
And a more fitting character, too.
More fitting than Pinocchio?
Yes.
I'm not sure. You must be lying. Get it? Pinocchio, lion.
No, Pinocchio is a wooden doll, not a lion.
All right, so here we have Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Roger Rabbit. Who is this? Oh, that's Brer Bear.
Or Rabbit.
That is there. That is an appropriate character.
Doobie, are you okay?
You finally found it. Chip, Dale, Fountain, and Castle.
And we have Donald's butt in the back.
This is beautiful. This is why we do this, folks.
Have one of these just nice moments to sit and enjoy.
I don't know where to go from here. Just sit and watch.
And now I'm going to move into the shade.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah. Hope you got your couple minutes of bliss right there.
Mr. Bob Newell said he saw a trash can, so that kind of ruined it.
Well, Mr. Bob Newell, there's a trash can every 5 feet. That's the way Walt wanted it.
Hey, I have a question. Will cast members now take your picture for you with your camera? Yes?
Yep.
Yay.
I saw a cast member doing that earlier today.
Yeah.
The ice cream parlor is back open.
It's got to be crowded.
It is not currently. Earlier, when I was trying to devour some Casey Corner corn dog nuggets, the line was wrapped around and out. Oh, there you go. See? Yeah, customer's taking a picture with the camera right there.
Street. Thank you. Oh.
I love Main Street this time of the day, where everybody's deep in the park and like, it's not that busy.
Do you find now that Park Pass is required that changes the flow of the day in terms of when it's most crowded or when people enter the park?
That is an excellent question. From my experience coming into the Magic Kingdom, early on it was very different because people would cherish their park passes and focus on being in right as it opened. But now it's kind of become more of a norm. Also.
Oh, cool. Does it have pockets? It doesn't. Thank you for the demonstration, Jeremiah, where a simple word would have worked.
I had to check myself. Yes, I will come and take pictures of this dress, and we'll have an article available.
Oh, we have a fan. Tracy likes the Casey.
If I recall correctly.
So many buckets. Oh, it's not even that expensive if you can afford that.
$128.
That's 2 to the 8th.
I do agree with Matt.
That's 2 to the 7th.
It has many pockets, and they are very useful. And it's stylish. Mac and I are just going to start giving each other pocket vests for Christmas.
Kate Spade. How much is that purse? How much is a Kate Spade Alice in Wonderland purse?
This big one?
Yeah, I'm predicting about $40. $300. That's blurry.
$248.
Oh, $250.
Or Canadian, it's $298.
It pays to be in America. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. No, it's 2 to the 7th power. 2 to the 6th is 64. 2 to the 7th is 128. Try again.
Okay,
Kate Spade is apparently a lot more than Dooney's a lot of the time. So my purse knowledge is not high.
I'm sorry, did you say it's a lot more than duties?
Shut up.
Okay, we're going to get a nice view of the Main Street Candy Cinema Shop. Do you know why we're taking a nice long look at this, Doobie?
I don't. Air conditioning. I thought it was about to change. You had some big news for us.
No. I'm actually guessing that this door maybe...
Isn't this an art store? Why is it a candy store?
Because the confectionery is closed?
Gotcha. That is some news. Thank you.
Okay, let's go out and focus down Main Street since we just hit a little over that hour mark. I need to go to work at some point.
Do you like Tokyo's, whatever you want to call it, the way their Main Street is covered? Would you like that here?
Their World
Bazaar.
Thank you.
I do like shade.
It's very nice. And one of the nice things about it is the AC kind of all sits in under the cover. But World Bazaar is very, what's the word? Bizarre. Because where we turn left here to go into the Emporium, you turn left and you go straight into Adventureland, where Pirates of the Caribbean is.
That is weird. All right, well, Jeremiah, I think you've done a fantastic job today. I'd like to thank you for enduring the heat, the humidity, the crowds, and bringing us the Magic Kingdom.
A few great moments with the Magic Kingdom.
I would like to let the folks know that apparently we have no shows between now and Wednesday. That can't be accurate. So the one show I know we do have is tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. That would be Disney Trivia Live with myself and my son, Gideon, and our special guest host, the one, the only, Tony 8113 Betty, doing Pixar trivia with us. We cannot wait to talk Frozen and Beauty and the Beast with you tomorrow. So join us then. And until then, I will let Jeremiah have the final word.
Word.